Hello. It's going to be my blog. I'm going to start it from now, which is February. Basically, just want to give you an insight into my fishing really, and give you some tips along the way, a few tactics. I'll be fishing numerous waters this year. At the moment I'm A1 pits. I'm on pit 1. I've got a nice syndicate in Cambridgeshire. It's got about 15 to 20 30s in it. I'll be having a go on there once it's sorted itself out with the flooding. I'll be fishing a few other waters as well. So hopefully this year, see good fish to be bagged. Catch a few. Show you a few tactics along the way. I'll show you whereabouts I'm fishing right now. Far left hand corner of pit 1, and A1 pits. It's not a very big lake. It's only about 2 acres, acre and a half. Fishing right in this tree line over here. All the way along there. I've got 3 rods scattered. One over this way, one central, and one to the right, which has got the only bit of silt I could find, nice silty area. Put a chod rig on that with a white pop-up, and the other 2 are on bottom baits, mainline cell, topped with a bit of fake prawn. I was down here last week, horrendous winds. We had the 80 mile an hour winds last Wednesday. Managed to catch one around about £9, not that big, but nothing. It doesn't really matter in the winter months when it's cold like it is. It's nice to get out there and catch a few. Constantly watching the water, trying to find them. They're around. I've seen a few in this area where I am now. This is I got here. I saw some nice fish just topping just out there. It's found 3 or 4 more just topped over by this left hand tree over there. It's quite a warm spell at the moment. It's about 8-9 degrees. The sun's been out. I was thinking about trying some zig rigs on, but I thought I'll stick it out on the bottom bait at the moment because it's coming cloudy again. So see how it goes. So I'll get back to you if I get anything. Right, so I thought I'd show you how I go about casting my chod rig, which is right here. Get it for its angle. This is it here. It's the bottom bead there. How it goes to the lead there. This is the components I use, starting off at the top of the leader. Starting off with a leg core, should I say. There's £50 for the cable. I find it's one of the best on the market. Seems to keep everything pinned down. It's nice and supple, as well as being nice and heavy. Starting off with the top bead there. The top beads, I used to just use a normal bead, some silicone sleeving on first, put the normal bead on. But then I found it's quite hard for the normal bead to come off. I was quite happy when Carp come up with the idea of the chod sleeves, which is these here. Basically the way they work. Put the chod sleeve on first, and there's a little bead that goes over the top of it. So you just put the chod sleeve on with the bait needle onto your leg core, and then just place your barrel, bead on, sorry about the trains going past. And basically what happens is if you get a fish that gets tethered and can't get this off, the actual chod rig itself will run up the leader. And the only thing that's stopping that from coming off is this little bead here, which will literally just pop off, like so, like that. don't even have to go over the stop knob because it's got a little tiny wedge in it. Probably can't pick that up on the camera. There's a little tiny wedge where this wedges onto it, where if it pops off that sleeve, it comes straight off the leader without having to go over the knot, which I think is absolutely brilliant. It's stop making it even safer to fish with. And when you buy the complete quarter kit, you also get the barrel beads at the bottom there. You just use a bait needle again to put that on, and you don't need anything underneath of it because it keeps it nice and tight on the leader, so it can't come off. I use a different type of setup to most people at the bottom of the leader here. Don't know if you can see that there. What I do is, there's 6 inches there, which is a subtle leg core, and it's got like a micro bead on. Basically it's just each end is threaded to that micro bead, so therefore the hook can't go out any further down than that, and it leaves 6 inches. So that's a bit more length when you get a carp. Actually play the carp on, so it's not the lead's not dangling around its mouth like it would be normally. It'd be down here, dangling around right outside of its mouth. Whereas like this, the lead's down there, a bit more out the road. Don't seem to lose that many that way either. Hello again. I'd like to talk about bait. A lot of people on my syndicate in Cambridgeshire have been putting in fish meal in during the winter right now, trying to get it established early, so they've got the edge over the people. The thing is, it has the opposite effect. It bungs them up. If you give them it too early in the year, they can't digest it properly. So it's best to stay off of fish meals in the winter and use bird seed mixes in the winter instead of fish meal. I'm on the sell by these at the moment. These here. They're a nice winter mix because we've got bird food in there as well as milk proteins. Anything bird food and milk protein is fine in the winter, but fish meals, if you're going to use any quantity of them, they're just going to bung the fish up and make it no good for anybody. So best time, people can't really figure out when to make the switch between fish meal and winter bait. The best time to make the switch is spring, around about March or April, when the temperatures start getting up to double figures. Really you want the water temperature to be about 10 degrees before you start putting free bait with your fish meal. But most of the time, generally April time or March time, depending on the weather. This year it should be March time because we've had some pretty mild weather unless we get a hard spell. So that's if you want to get a bait established. High attractive bodies, especially ones by Nash, are quite good if you just fish in places every now and then and you can't actually get to the lake to pre-bait it. Keep the bait going in on a regular basis. Doesn't have to be much either, just handful here and there. If you do that a couple of times a week, the fish will get used to feeding on it in them areas and seeing your bait around. It's quite hard to do when there's other people doing it on the lake, but a few little edges you can have. There's one thing, I put about half a kilo out today as I sell. This has been a winter bait to find, and I don't know if you can see all the tufties there, and not having to go at the bait I put in, which shows to me there's no carp in the area to actually eat them. So I've seen a few more show in this area. Just well, constantly watching the water while you're here. Still got to be sitting back and watching a DVD. Instead, keep checking the water, keep your eye out, see any fish move. That's what my chod rig is for, really. See every move, I can pass it straight to it. I know it's fishing 100% perfect. You know. Here we go. Put the tea on. Nice steak for tea. Get sorted for the night. Hopefully I'll get a few later on when it gets dark. Last week it was around about 12 o'clock where they all start feeding. Hey again, just a quick update. It's now the morning. Managed a little one last night about 9 o'clock. Only about 6 or 7 pound. Nothing's happened since. The temperatures seem to have dropped today. They were about 4 or 5 degrees, well yesterday they were about 8. So at least I managed to get one. It's off the left hand rod, which is placed just over in that corner over there. Buy some snags. That was on the bottom bait, mainline cell top with fake corn. So at least I never blanked. It's nice to actually catch a few, even if they're not that big in the winter. It's nice to actually get one too, rather than sitting on the high waters hoping that the big ones come. Cheers, catch you later.